Meredith Gorman here at Patriots Wednesday practice with our Patriots beat writer, Zach Cox. And Zach, big news for Patriots fans because Mac Jones was a full participant at practice today, even though there was some uncertainty about whether or not he would fully practice after hurting his back on Sunday against the Dolphins. Now, were you surprised by this at all?
Not really. It does seem to be trending in this direction, or did seem to be trending in this direction just from the media reports out there and what we'd heard from Mac Jones himself when he talked on Monday. Actually talked after practice today and confirmed he will be playing Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So as long as he doesn't hit any sort of setback in these next 2 days, you can expect to see him out there on the field on Sunday.
For sure. And now that we know that Mac Jones will be playing on Sunday, week 2 against the Steelers, we look at some of the mistakes that the offense and the team made last Sunday in week 1. Jones said that these mistakes are fixable today. Do you view them as fixable?
I think they are, just because if you go back and look at this first Patriots game, it wasn't a situation where they just got dominated by the Dolphins. The Dolphins weren't clearly the better team in every phase. It was really just Patriots' mistakes that doomed them in this game. It was between the two pass protection breakdowns, one of which led to the sack, the other one led to the strip sack touchdown. Defensively, there was the 42-yard touchdown to Jalen Waddle right before halftime. There were a couple penalties, some turnovers on offense. Offense lost the turnover battle 3-0 in this game. These are all important kind of elements of the game, but they're ones where you should say if the Patriots can just kind of clean up some of these miscues, some of these self-inflicted errors, they should be in a pretty good spot. But that's also something we've been saying about the Patriots since last season, because a lot of their losses late last year followed a pretty similar pattern. So they should be relatively easily fixable, but we'll see if they're able to do that.
And we're going to see the Steelers week 2. Again, it's very early in the season, but Bill Belichick said this is an entirely different team than the last time that they played the Steelers. Looking at that one game they played, that overtime win over the Bengals, what stood out to you about this Pittsburgh team? Yeah,
crazy game. Overtime win. The only reason they got to overtime was because they blocked an extra point in the final seconds of regulation. Obviously, a very big win for the Steelers to start the season against the defending AFC champions. Looking at it offensively, I wouldn't be super worried about this Steelers offense led by Mitch Trubisky. They had 5 3-and-outs. They only scored 1 touchdown. They had a couple of drives that started in Cincinnati territory, weren't able to find the end zone. So it wasn't a dominant offensive performance by any means, but that defense is really something special in Pittsburgh. They forced 5 turnovers. They sacked Joe Burrow 7 times, and one encouraging part of that stat for Pittsburgh fans is that 6 of those sacks came from players who were not T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt, their defending reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, will not be playing in this game. That's obviously a significant loss, and the Steelers defense would be more formidable if he was in there, but this isn't a situation where it's a one-man show on defense for Pittsburgh. They're still going to be very stout on that side of the ball, and I think they're equipped well to maybe exploit some of the Patriots' weaknesses and mistakes that they've shown in recent weeks. So certainly going to be a situation where the Patriots are going to have to fix some of the things that have been kind of hindering them through the summer and in week 1.
Lastly, we know Jones will be good to play on Sunday, but now that we've seen the Patriots' first injury report of the week, are there any other notable injuries that you're going to monitor in the next 2 days of practice?
Yeah, Juwan Bentley, starting inside linebacker. We saw him at practice today, but he was listed as did not participate, which means he was there for the start of practice but didn't really do much. That's going to be a one that we're going to have to monitor throughout the week because he is a very important part of that Patriots defense. Also had a pretty good game against Miami. Cole Strange, rookie left guard, also popped up on the injury report, limited with a shoulder injury. I think he actually played pretty well in his NFL debut. Some of the advanced stats say he was one of the Patriots' better pass protectors. And then Adrian Phillips, starting safety, really versatile player, been one of the Patriots' best defensive players over the last couple of years. He left the Dolphins game with a ribs injury, was able to practice today, but only in a limited capacity, so still not sure whether we're going to see him out there on Sunday.
Well, week 2 of the NFL season is here, Zach. It came up so fast, but thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.